I would like to know a little bit about the human, the chakra system. How does the chakra system integrate with non-physical, physical, and what role it plays? Or I'd just like your viewpoint on the human chakra system.
Well, we began today by reminding you that you are vibration, that you are energy. And the chakra system is man's attempt at identifying that. In other words, you talk about, your scientists and doctors talk about your circulatory system and the pumping of your blood and the moving of the air. And the chakra, as it is being attempted to be defined by humans, is humans' way of trying to explain the energy flow. We would rather, in fact, the way we explain energy flow is through emotion, because emotion is the indicator of the blending or not, allowing or not of that full energy. And we know that all of the cells of your body are summoning that energy, and that when you have achieved a vibrational state that isn't blocking it, then each and every cell receives the fullness of that energy and causes a thriving of the physical apparatus. But even beyond the thriving of the physical apparatus, because many people have learned how to get by with far less than thriving. In other words, it's a rare one of you who really allows the energy to flow. Those who are running or walking, who are breathing, who are outside, who are in the zone, come the closest to allowing the energy to flow in the way that you have really intended it to do. But you don't need to be in a state of exercise in order for that to happen. The exercise is just conducive to releasing resistance, which allows the energy to flow. So from our point of view, it is the mental work, it is the focusing work, it is the focusing away from resistance, which is a screwy way to say it, but a focusing into the allowance of the alignment of energy. And then everything will make its natural way and find its natural balance. We know that humans have defined different points of energy where it centers. And of course, as we are defining it in terms of emotion, we're talking about you being aware of your emotional center. Because if you are aware of that, then you are aware of any resistance. But beyond that, it just seems sort of like a more complicated way of going about it than is necessary. However, there's nothing wrong with a complicated way of going about it. We teach a very simple system. We say, your source energy, you came into this body, the source part of you became more because you've been in this body, and now line up with that part of you and you'll live happily ever after. And there are a lot of people that don't think that was worth $195. In other words, there are a lot of people that think that it needs to be more complicated because something so simplistic just seems like it's not likely to yield you the results that you are looking for. And yet, it really is that simple.
Great.
Why do you ask?
Well, I've been told by Source Energy for years that I might have the ability to help facilitate enhancing other people's chakras, doing healing work in that way. And I wanted your perspective of it.
Well, we're not big advocates of defining energy blockage in the body because any more than we're advocates of trying to heal illnesses. Because we've noticed that the more emphasis you give to the illness or the blockage, the longer it takes to get the energy flowing. So if you can find a way to define it lightly and then get on with the energy flowing part.
Good. So simpler is always better.
the laws of the universe are simple and they apply to everything. And so it is a much simpler approach to understand how to get in the vortex and then experience the leverage of the laws of the universe assisting you than it is to be outside the vortex and trying hundreds, if not thousands, of things that will never get you what you want. So in that sense, in the vortex is leverage that makes every action simpler. Yes.